think it's safe to say that you guys love compilation videos. But not only do you guys love these videos, you also love new and amazing secrets we can perform on Brookhaven. So I decided to put together a huge compilation of the best and most recent 107 secrets I've discovered here on Brookhaven RP. I don't know if you guys remember, but a while ago I made a video on how we can become invisible on Brookhaven. This involved us buying a few items and equipping them all at the same time. The only issue is, we had to buy a bundle which costs a total of 31,000 Robux. And even if we wanted to buy that bundle, we can't anymore because it's off sale. Well, I found a new method we can use to become completely invisible, and it's extremely cheap. In this video, this woman found a frog that's so small, when we equip it in game we actually become completely invisible. Well, I've been searching for this frog, and for some reason I can't find the one she used. But I did find another version which seems to be even smaller. It's also the same price, a total of 65 Robux. That's a lot cheaper than the previous outfit, which would have costed us a total of 32,000. We need to unequip all the items and equip the frog, and once we make our avatar slightly smaller in game, you can see we become invisible. Even when we equip a skateboard, you can see literally no one's riding it. It's just driving on its own. We can also equip items like a couch, but it doesn't really make us invisible because we can still see our legs. You already know I gotta troll some innocent players using this invisible outfit. I'm gonna go into my props and select the toilet, then place it underneath the player so it looks like they're trying to have a dump in the middle of the spawn. This is working so well. No one can figure out who's doing this to them. I'm gonna break into this woman's house and see if I can convince her that her house is haunted. Let's start off by robbing her safe. Of course I gotta get some money through doing this. I'm not haunting someone's house for free. Let's start off by placing a bunch of fire around her house. This should definitely be enough for her to notice something's wrong. She looks so confused. She left the game. I spooked her so much she had to join a whole nother server. Here's my next victims. I'll just start placing fire immediately so they know something's definitely wrong. I am the ghost of Brookhaven. He's trying to put the fire out. That's not gonna work, buddy. It's only a prop. Wait, I made his girlfriend cry. Okay, I feel kinda bad now. I'll give you guys a free lumbo for the inconvenience. Hope that makes you feel better. I just noticed someone in this server is using the giant item glitch. I thought that got deleted months ago. I'll have to do some research into that to see if I can get it working again. It looks so funny when I pick people up. It looks like they're trying to hack through flying in the air. It looks like if we get a friend to glitch out and spawn a boat on top of the pier, we can get him to drive the boat and fly way up in the air. So in order to do this, you either need a friend or an alt account. I got my alt account because no one wants to be my friend. Anyway,
I have no head.
Don't worry, bro. Once we perform this glitch, I'll find you the perfect head. First, we gotta drive to this location of the map and make sure your friend comes along with you. Now click to carry him, and once he accepts the invite, you need to leave the game and rejoin. Once you're back in the server, drive back to the location he was in, and you got a request to put him on your shoulders. Now it's time to spawn the boat. Wait, I almost forgot. In order to spawn the boat, we need to drop the person we're carrying. Now we can easily spawn the boat on the pier and run up to board it. It's really hard to walk around, so you gotta be careful where you step. I'm stuck. Okay, I'd recommend you guys use a skateboard so it's a lot easier to maneuver your way around. Once you're close enough to the driving area, make sure to sit down, and soon you'll be flinging up in the air. Wait, the boat disappeared. Why did that even happen? Let me try this again. Holy moly, it disappeared again. What's happening right now? Another way we can get this boat flying up into the air is by using the Brookhaven jet. First, we need to go to the estates section and spawn this military base right here. This jet is pretty expensive, so if you don't have the game passes yourself, just steal one from your friend. Now you need to drive over to the beach, and once you've parked up, make sure to spawn this pirate ship right here. I don't know why, but the pirate ship's so much easier to fly around the map. Once you have the boat in sight, slowly drive into the cockpit area with the jet, and the boat should hook on just like this. Why does this keep happening? The boat disappeared again. That's so annoying. I have a feeling Brookhaven might have patched this glitch, so maybe you guys should try it out after the video to see if it worked for you. Another secret that girl showed involved a way we could activate the portal and teleport to a whole nother Brookhaven. This portal can be annoying to try and activate, so let me show you all the steps we need to get it working. First of all, you'll need to run over to the hospital so we can click on this agency paper. Then once you've done this, you should be able to run into the library and collect this secret book up on the bookshelf. Now that you got this book, we need to make our way over to the motel room number 2. And if you did everything right so far, it should look all rusty and destroyed like this. The next step is to simply sit in this chair and collect another secret book that's hidden under the desk. There should also be secret notes hidden around the room if you guys want to read them. Now run over to this empty painting and simply click it. Over here you should see a secret button we can click on which makes it shine bright. Now that all the secrets are completed in that room, we need to make our way to the agency bunker. From here we can run through this gap and we'll see a bunch of boxes we need to break. Let's spawn a few props so you guys can actually see what's going on here. Now you want to keep hitting these boxes with the hammer, and soon all of them will break, which releases this huge ball of fire. Now you want to drive over to this mountain, and once you enter the cave you should see the secret portal. In the video she just clicked this button, so let me click it and see if I get teleported anywhere. Whoa! That actually worked! We got teleported to old Brookhaven. Okay, just kidding. It looks like that video was just a troll. That was a really good prank though. I actually believed the video at first. I'm sure you guys are wondering, where the heck do we find the deleted vehicles on Brookhaven? Well, there's been quite a few vehicles that have been completely deleted, and the easiest way to find them is by looking at super old videos. In this video that was created all the way back in 2020, we can see at least 3 vehicles on here that is no longer in the game. If we look at today's hoverboard, you can see it's pretty modern and has this weird stick in the middle. Well, back in 2020 the hoverboard was just a basic board with 2 wheels. Another vehicle that has been completely deleted was this old fire engine. This car was deleted and improved back in 2023, meaning we no longer have access to the old version. A cool thing about this new fire engine is how easy this thing is to drift. Because it's so long we can just drift it around the map with no worry at all. This is so fun! A vehicle that was deleted ages ago was this monster truck right here. I'm sure some of you already know about this, but back in 2022 they deleted that monster truck and replaced it with this smaller version. The only issue is, this one requires an 800 Robux game pass and it's not even that big. They should definitely add the other one back. If you guys wanted to check out these vehicles for yourself, I'd recommend joining this Brookhaven copy. Once we join this game, you can see there's a few deleted vehicles we can spawn for ourselves. Here's that old fire engine I was talking about. As you can see, it's not very modern, but it's super easy to drift. There was also a glitch we could do with this fire engine ages ago, but I think it's been patched because we can't even jump on the ladder no more. This is the monster truck I was talking about earlier. For some reason on this Brookhaven it's really small, but back in the day this thing used to be super big and high off the ground. They should definitely add it back. Previously on my channel, I made a video where I talked about the brand new Brookhaven update. I mentioned a bunch of things that were deleted, but I didn't notice they deleted a bunch more stuff without telling people. The first thing they deleted was the original candy corn car. This is the car we got this year from completing the easy hunt, but before the new update we had the option to spawn the original car. This is what the original car looked like. As you can see, it has a little pumpkin on the roof and 1 corn next to the stump. For some reason Brookhaven completely deleted this and replaced it with the current car. I guess it makes sense, but I'm gonna miss the original car. We've had it for so many years.
What about the UFO?
I almost forgot about that. Brookhaven also deleted the UFO and replaced it back with the chopper. This is of course because the Halloween update isn't here any longer, so now we gotta wait a whole nother year to access it again. In my previous video, I also mentioned a glitch we could perform on the pier, which allows us to fling up in the air with any boat. Well, a video just dropped explaining that we can also do this on a truck, and it apparently works even better. So of course we need either a friend or an alt account, and just like the previous glitch we need to request to carry him. Once he's in our arms, just leave the game, rejoin the same server, and make it so he's on our shoulders. Now once you drop him, he's gonna be glitched just like this. Now all we gotta do is spawn this truck right here, and we need to click this little button in order to deattach the trailer. Now once we hop in, it should work. Whoa! I just flipped upside down. It's going up and down like those low riders I used to see in the movies. We can also perform this on literally any car, but the bigger the car is the better. Another glitch involving this exact method is actually a way we can carry 3 people on Brookhaven. Because our buddy on our shoulders is technically not sitting down, he can also carry someone, making it look like we're carrying 3 people. For this you'll need another friend. This is my good friend Nandablocks. Make sure to subscribe to his channel. Anyway, if the person you're carrying carries someone else, as you can see we're now carrying a total of 3 people. This is crazy! We can even ride a horse so we can get around a lot easier. What the heck is going on? It looks like Nando's doing some sort of rodeo. Whoa! I just noticed we can all equip horses when doing this. Now we're riding 3 horses on Brookhaven. Have you ever seen someone do this before? This is actually the best glitch ever. You guys gotta try it out. After some trial and error, I finally found a way to carry 4 people. I think this glitch deserves a like. Go hit the like button right now. Do you guys remember when I showed you how to spawn this premium house without actually needing premium? All we do is spawn this construction house and coming to this location where we can turn it into the premium same house from before. The only issue with this house is that there's no furniture at all. Well, because we can now spawn up to 75 props, we can easily furnish this house and make it look like it's the real version. Give me a second to finish making the inside. All done! It looks so good! Of course I got myself a TV so I don't get bored, and I added some Christmas trees because Christmas is 2 months away. Here I can record Brookhaven to make videos for you all to enjoy. I also for some reason added a bunch of guns in my bedroom. I guess I won't be scared when anyone tries to rob my safe. I've also got a sign outside telling you like and subscribe. Make sure to do that if you haven't already. I don't know about you guys, but recently I've been seeing this TikTok filter everywhere. It's basically an entrance that allows us to walk into a real-life Brookhaven. Let me hop onto TikTok so I can test this filter out for myself. Whoa! This looks so cool! Let's enter the door! This is what Brookhaven would look like if you visited it in real life. Here's the grocery store and all the stores alongside it. If we spawn a house in the island, you can see we cannot spawn any sort of vehicle next to the house. This is because we're literally in the middle of the ocean and there's nowhere to drive anyway. Well, if we get the jet again at the military base, there's a glitch we can do which actually allows us to spawn them on top of the water. We also need a friend for this. He's gonna be chilling in the back seat. Once you're pretty high up in the air, do a backflip and click the lower plane button right here. This basically makes it so anyone who's sitting in the back seat of the plane can walk around mid-air. Now if we spawn a car, you can see we can reset it to go onto the water. For some reason the car completely glitches out when we do this and it can glitch through the floor. I'm pretty sure there's a way we can get it to stop doing that, but I completely forgot how. If we also go closer to the top of this house, you can see if we spawn a car now it actually goes to the island. If I hop into the car, you can see I can actually land right here on the island. That's so cool! In a previous video, I covered what Brookhaven used to look like all the way back in 2020. And in that video, I also reacted to a few other videos of really old Brookhaven and things that were removed. Well, I actually found an older version of Brookhaven than this, and it's so weird to explore. This is the Brookhaven I found, and as we enter the game, you can immediately see a lot of things are missing. This is where the grocery store usually is, but instead it's replaced with an old-looking automotive shop. I guess they couldn't even buy food back then. This automotive shop looks a bit better than the most recent version, so I'll give them props on that. It looks like we also got some Lamborghinis, so we don't have to walk anywhere. That's pretty convenient. If you guys didn't know, the old Brookhaven motel used to have 2 floors. I have no idea why they removed the floor, but I'm guessing it's because 2 floors is kinda ugly. Of course, this is the good old agency base that got removed. I'm not even gonna cover that because I've already included it in so many videos before. In the earliest version of Brookhaven, instead of a school, we just had a huge park. This park was full of trees and nature. We also had a few play parks in here for the kids to mess around in. I have no idea why Brookhaven had no school then, but I guess all the Brookhaven kids were dumb. The coolest thing about old Brookhaven is this old community right here. In the modern day Brookhaven, this is where the motel would be. But as I'm sure some of you know, in 2020, there was a community right here. We can also see a bunch of the oldest houses in Brookhaven just placed along this community. I believe this was the first house ever added to Brookhaven. The inside looks pretty similar to the modern day one, but you do see a few differences. In a previous video, I made the mistake of thinking this Brookhaven house got deleted. But what I didn't realize is that I just couldn't find it. But I've managed to find the house now, and as you can see, the inside is a lot different to the one we saw in 2020 Brookhaven. There's quite a bit more detail added, and the whole place just looks more modernized. So technically the old house was removed, but it was replaced back with new features. If I jump back into 2020 Brookhaven, you can actually see all the banks and shops were way over here. If you watched my previous video, you probably already know that, but that's pretty weird to look at. The shops weren't even constructed in this Brookhaven. That's so crazy to think about. On the early Brookhaven, we also had a map which gave everyone an idea of where everything is. I don't think we have anything like that in modern day Brookhaven, but we don't really need it. Brookhaven is so easy to find your way around. Of course, we also had a larger community back in 2020 that expanded onto the mountain. Nowadays, we have the estates that cover the whole mountain, but back then, that wasn't even introduced yet. Hold on! That house looks so different to the modern day Brookhaven. As you guys can see, in 2020 this huge house had a pointy roof. Well, on the modern day Brookhaven, they added another roof where we can chill out and relax. This looks so much better. There's a glitch we can perform on the hearse, which involves us riding into the back of it with a horse. I don't know why, but this sends the car flying up in the air. Look at how fun this is. Hey, someone stole my car. That's so annoying. If I make the car a little bit lower, will the hearse glitch work on it? Oh, it does. I gotta ride the horse onto the roof where the coffin is, and just like that we can fling propelling the car in the air. I don't think it's as high as the original hearse, but it's definitely a cool glitch. A fan just joined my game. As I always say, make sure to follow me on Roblox if you want to join me in game. Anyone who follows me can join me at any time of the day. A cool glitch in this house involves the water hose next to the gate. If I grab this water hose and delete the house, you can see I'm still holding the hose just without the pipe. This gives us a really cool water gun we can use to spray innocent people. There's another glitch we can perform with this hose, but we need to get a gun first. Let me choose a cool skin for this gun so it doesn't look so boring. I like this one. If we equip and unequip the gun while also clicking on the hose, you can see it bugs out both of the items, so we're carrying both at once. Now if I delete the house, we got a gun that not only shoots people, but also completely drenches them with water. The only issue is, as soon as we unequip any of the items, the hose disappears, so you gotta keep holding it. I know I keep finding these Brookhaven copies in almost every video, but I found a Brookhaven copy that allows us to get almost all the premium features for completely free. This copy right here is by far the best copy of Brookhaven there is. You can see when we spawn in the loading screen is identical to the real one. If we look into our car section, almost every car we can access on Brookhaven we can also access on here for free. If you remember this car, you're a real one. It got removed from Brookhaven ages ago. Here I just spawned a Bugatti that would usually require us to use premium. Let's see what kind of houses we can spawn. Whoa! Literally every house. This is my favorite premium house. I'll go ahead and spawn this one. We can even surprisingly change the color of these houses just like in the real Brookhaven. I don't think anything inside the house actually works though. That kinda sucks. We can also somehow get the Brookhaven items in here. How did they even copy all this? Can we access any secrets? Doesn't look like it. I think the roads are slightly different on here. I don't ever remember there being a highway on this part of the map. Why do we need to buy a game pass to spawn the estates? There's no chance I'm buying that. Make sure to comment what you guys think about this copy. Is it actually pretty good? So I found probably the earliest version of Brookhaven we could possibly get. But first I'll need to grab the movie tape so you understand where I'm coming from. The easiest way to find the movie tape is simply by driving to Mr. Brookhaven's house and running to this spot right here. Now make it so your camera is inside this closed off area and you'll see a secret code we need to remember. Make sure to remember the code or you'll have to do that all over again. Now drive over to the cinema and type in the code right here. This will play you a movie of how Brookhaven used to look before it was even built yet. Here you can see Mr. Brookhaven found the original energy crystal, and there's also a few other images that show Brookhaven in the progression of getting built. Well, if we join this Brookhaven copy, we can actually walk around and explore this timeline of Brookhaven and see it for ourselves. This must have been the first ever loading screen. That's so cool. This looks so different. I believe this is the police station before it was fully built. You can see all of the rooms and where everything belongs. Right here is where all the shops and apartments are meant to be. This copy is so old that the only thing here right now are the basic outlines of the buildings. This is so fun to explore. Of course, the housing community wasn't built yet. It was just a basic base plate with no roads or anything connecting to it. We can see the same here on the estate section. Over here is where Mr. Brookhaven found that huge energy crystal. As you guys can see, he patched it up because he didn't want anyone to see or find where the crystal was. We can also see a yellow glare coming from the area which showcases the crystal's energy. This is Lake Madison. It looks so dang empty. Of course, the yacht wasn't built then, so all we have is the island and a bunch of water. They've also given us a magic carpet. That's so nice of them. This is the mountain area. Nothing is here right now because of course it wasn't even built then. It was just a random mountain in the countryside. Now the craziest secret about this map is right here in Mr. Brookhaven's house. I'm trying to go inside, but it won't let me. Let me make myself smaller. Here we are. Okay, finally, I made it through the window. Look at this. This is early day Mr. Brookhaven getting all the energy from the crystal. This is where the secret crystal seed came from. This is so cool. For some reason, there's the spooky doll just chilling on the counter. And for some reason, we can also see one of those secret movie tapes. I don't know about you, but this is the coolest copy I've ever played. You guys really need to check it out. A lot of you guys already know that Wolfpack is the creator of Brookhaven, but most of you guys don't know that he's also made a ton of games before he created the Brookhaven we all know and love. So why don't we check some of them out and see if they're anything similar to Brookhaven. If we look at his creations tab, you can see Brookhaven's right here, along with a ton of other games he's created. Here was the first role-play game he created all the way back in 2017. That's 8 years ago. The name seems pretty different. I don't even know how I would pronounce that. Jumping into the game, we can already see it's pretty different to Brookhaven. It looks like we got our very own Apple Store right here. $30 for a laptop? That's a bargain. I'll buy this iPad for a whopping $20. I've definitely made my money back on that. This is the school that was created here. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it looks really similar to Brookhaven School. All of the buildings layout seems the same. We even got the same staircase and a cafeteria that's really similar to the real one. That's pretty dang cool. Here is the skate park. There's no way I'm paying $30 for a small skateboard. I think I'd rather the laptop, to be honest. The houses here suck. There's literally no detail and the color scheme is completely off. Who the heck has a blue carpet? The TV also doesn't work, which is a huge disappointment. For some reason, we can just walk into random people's houses with nothing stopping us at all. Dude! Why do these cars look so goofy? They're so huge and literally have no roof. Imagine if Brookhaven added this car in a future update. That would be insane. This place has a water park. That's one thing Brookhaven definitely needs to add. A water park would be so fun to play with. These slides are actually pretty good. That's impressive. I've also noticed that this Brookhaven used the same poles as the ones we can see in the spawn. The Brookhaven ones are more square though, so I guess they changed that in a recent update. I've also noticed that the gas station is pretty similar to Rotten Robbie's. We even got the same car wash that's next to the gas pumps. It's pretty cool seeing a role-play game that was made before Wolfpack thought of Brookhaven. This game does suck though. Brookhaven is so much better. If I spawn this Lamborghini right here and go to my props, in order to do this glitch we have to equip the porta potty right here. You'll see why in a minute. This glitch works on any car, so you guys can get creative with this. We need to place a porta potty on the roof just like this. And the next part is kinda confusing, so make sure to pay attention. We need to click on another part of the vehicle, then immediately point your mouse on the porta potty so we can stack them all up. We're not allowed to place any item on top of each other normally, so we have to use this glitch. In order for this glitch to work at its best, you want to jump up to the top of the porta potties to keep stacking as many as humanly possible. Okay, now that we got a bunch of them stacked, I'll need to invite my friend. If someone sits on the highest porta potty while you drive, you can see it literally bugs the car out completely. There's a way we can make our cars fly like this, but it's really hard to do. Let's see if I can make it to the tunnel without getting shoved through the floor. I did it! This glitch is insane! It's a lot better if we try this with a large vehicle. As you guys can see, it's so much easier to control and we can actually go fast without rolling over 100 times. What if I make some porta potty wings that expand out the car? This actually looks so weird. It looks like the car has giant horns. Too bad I literally can't drive anywhere cause I keep getting stuck on random items. I just stacked like 30 potties on top of each other. Let's see how this affects our vehicle's driving. I literally can't even use the trailer because everything is just way too heavy. It's spreading all over the map. We can also use this glitch to spawn objects on the road and completely block everything off. That's really annoying for people who are just trying to use their brand new cars. There's honestly so much you can do with this glitch. You'll just need to get creative with it. By running into the Brookhaven Club and sitting down on this couch, you can see a mysterious item enters your inventory. Well, this secret item is really strange because it doesn't do much. But if you unequip and equip it, it changes to a random texture in Brookhaven. You can see right now it's the agency, but I need to take you to a mysterious location for this next secret. So I'm taking you to this cabin because I need to show you something. I've been hearing rumors there's a weird man living on top of this place. So let's go check it out. Just need to jump up here and...
Meet me in the secret cave.
I think I know what this creep is on about. I believe we need to go inside this mountain and right in this secret tunnel where it seems to be very dark. We'll eventually find this secret cave that we can enter. What the heck is going on here? There's a dead skeleton in this coffin and a bunch of decorations. And why is he next to an ice cream machine? I guess I'll order an ice cream. What could go wrong?
Hello there, want some ice cream, sir?
I'll take chocolate. You can never go wrong with chocolate. Alright, now we're safe at home. Let's try this ice cream. What the heck? I turned into a dog. Dude, how the heck did he do this on Brookhaven? Bro, this is crazy. I had no idea this existed. Well, after that crazy turn of events, let's go discover some secret items. This next item is in this normal-looking house, and it is something not so normal about it. This secret passage. If you jump up here, you can unlock these 3 crystals. I got no clue what they do, but it's a secret item unlocked. And can someone tell this weird guy to stop following me? He's really starting to give me the creeps. So the next secret item is pretty popular, but it involves the new Brookhaven Castle. By going to this room and clicking this painting, you'll hear a really weird noise. Run downstairs to the kitchen and you can now click this note. You now want to run to the basement and you can go ahead and claim this secret key.
Get a secret code for a surprise.
I know a secret code this guy might be interested in. You want to start by getting this secret book from the library. And I guess this also counts as a secret item. You then want to spawn this dark house, and you might see where I'm going with this. Enter the secret room and sit in this chair. Whoa, what the heck is that? Guys, I didn't plan that at all. I don't know what that is. Anyway, you can now see this secret code. But we're not done. Run into this mountain, and here's the code he was talking about.
That's my number if you guys want to call.
What the heck? I'm sure a lot of you know that using the tow truck, we're only allowed to tow one car at a time. Well, I literally just found a way to tow more than one vehicle, and it's a lot easier than you might imagine. If I spawn a tow truck right here, get a really small car, and park it up near the top, I can basically get a bunch of small vehicles and tow them all at the same time. Wait! I'll need to get a buddy to help me out with this. Okay, I got my bacon friend. He parked his three-wheeler car next to mine. Let's see if it allows me to tow them both instead of just one. It works! As you guys can see, the tow truck gives a green light, meaning the cars are securely fastened. I honestly had no idea you could do that. What if I park a Lamborghini on the truck and then try to fit a little moped next to it? I don't think he can fit the moped on there. I just parked two smart cars back to back of each other. Let's see if I can tow these instead. It's not getting on. I guess they need to be really secure on the bed of the truck for it to work properly. A strange secret I discovered not too long ago has to do with Lake Madison. I'm sure you guys have noticed this before, but if we come to the hot tub, you can see a tiny red light coming from the water. And if we look under the map, there's a huge red light right here with no reason for it at all. I'm looking inside where the red light is and I can't find any sort of secrets at all. But that's still a really weird thing for Brookhaven to add. Another secret feature I recently discovered is right here on Lake Madison Pier. If we look into our car selection, you can see a bunch of boats which are meant to be the only drivable vehicle we can drive on water. But if we go to the pier of Lake Madison, you can see a little canoe boat right here. If we hop inside this boat, you can see we can just drive it around like normal. If you didn't know that feature existed, leave a like. If I drive into the boat, will it allow us to bring it onto land? It doesn't. We just go straight through the boat. That would have been really funny if we could actually do that. Alright guys, these people are throwing a party and they didn't think of inviting me. Let's try to enter and see what they say. Yo guys, can I come in?
Not the boys. No, oh.
Why are they saying this to me? Both girls are holding a sign that says, boys stink and no boys allowed. What did we even do to deserve this? Guys, I'm trying to be friendly here. Alright, these girls are just so mean. I might try to run inside. Here we go.
Leave!
She banned me. Okay, banning me was too far. I didn't deserve to get banned like that. We need a way to break into this house without getting stopped by this border. The first method I have is an old trick that used to work. If we get our friend to carry us, then get them to run in the house, it should just let us in. Wait! This actually works no problem. Oh! Hold on guys, I'm glitched. This is actually working. We can just run around this band house no problem at all. All of the girls are trying to chase me out. Run faster, bro. They have swords. We're trying to access the safe, but it's not opening. Oh no, my friend got banned. Okay, well, that method definitely worked. We went into that house no problem. If you guys watched the short I made yesterday, you can see I used a gaming chair to glitch into someone's house. Well, I have a feeling this might also work on the band border surrounding the area. Let's just place this in its rightful place. Wait! Oh dang, I got pushed out. Let's try this again. Okay, so we can glitch our body in, but when we jump out the chair, we just get pushed back out. Not too long ago, I made a video where we could customize our Brookhaven vehicles to have giant wheels. Well, what I didn't showcase in that video was that we can literally customize them to do a bunch of other features that you would never think would actually work. So this is the map of Brookhaven I'll be using today. It's the Christmas map from a long time ago. Anyway, if we spawn our Brookhaven car and go into our properties, you can see there's a bunch of things we can customize for our own liking. I'll start off simple and change the size of the tires just to show you. Okay, wait, I think I broke the car. Let me fix it. I made the wheels a bit bigger and made them literally outside the car, and as you can see, it actually works. For some reason, it's super slow though. What if I put the wheels all the way out here? Will this work just as a normal car? What the heck? It actually does. This is so crazy. We're actually going pretty fast too. I can reach speeds of up to 130 miles per hour. Oh geez, I'm drifting. Dang, I fell off the map. For our next mod, I put the wheels on these two platforms way above the car. And as you guys can see, the car is just hovering above the ground with no wheels holding it up at all. If this works, I'm actually gonna freak out. Holy cow! We can literally do anything to these vehicles, and they still work like normal. I got one last trick up my sleeve with this car. What if I make it super big, but keep the wheels super small? It's so big, I can't even find the driver's seat. Okay, I found it. Holy moly! This actually works. I'm actually going pretty fast too. The game's just trying to pretend it's a regular car with no issues at all. You guys really gotta try this out if you have Roblox Studio. After the video's over, definitely give it a go. Earlier we could enter by sitting on our friend's back. So what if we enter by sitting on their bike? Be careful not to hit anyone, Bacon. Whoa! It works! Holy moly! We're just driving around this band house like it's nothing. We can definitely rob this safe now. Go for it, Mr. Bacon. Oh! If he jumps off the bike, we get banned again. That kinda sucks. Let's see if this works with this Lamborghini. This Bacon needs to learn how to drive. Does he even have his license? It works! This is the best way so far, dude. This works almost every time. I made a short a while ago which basically explained a bunch of ways we can annoy players on Brookhaven. The first method I explained involved trapping someone inside a pool in your house. All we do is get someone to jump in our pool and delete it so it completely traps them underwater. Now they have no way of getting out. I wanted to test this in a real server to see if it actually works to annoy random people. This woman broke into my car, so I'll test it on her first. Wait, this house doesn't even have a pool. Okay, I found a house with a pool that should work really well. Take that! She's stuck in there forever now. I found my next victim. This guy doesn't even speak English, so I have no idea what he's trying to say. He's trapped. I can see his eyes sticking out the grass. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this compilation, make sure to subscribe and watch another video on screen. Bye, guys!